Hello all, hope you are doing well. So today I am going to explain how to make a map layout in QGIS. So first of all, let me introduce briefly about QGIS. QGIS is also called as Quantum GIS, which is an open source software which you can easily download as well as install from its official website. Now in QGIS, we can do a lot of work based on GIS and remote sensing. And once you do a work, you get an output, and the output you can take out in the form of a hard copy map, and that is created with the help of a layout. So today let us explain how to create a layout. So for that I have taken a sample shape file or a vector data of India, and I'm going to make a layout for this particular map. So for layout, what you have to do, first of all, you have to go to the first option, that is project. Just click on it and you will get this all this topic, all this sub menu will pop up. You have to take this new print layout option. Here you can give any name, so I am giving it a name of India as my map is based on it. Then you have to press OK. So once you will press OK, you will get a blank document like this. This is the particular area where your map will be defined. Okay, so now I have the map in this data frame. This particular area is actually called as the data frame. Okay, so in this data frame, what I have now, I have the map of India. So if I want to bring it into this layout, so what I have to do, we have to use this tool. Here we have the tool. It is called as add map. So I'm just clicking on it and I will make a box. Okay, so I will just hold the left button of my mouse and I'm just leaving it back. So in that way you can see that map is now highlighted in my layout. Okay, so now in a map layout there are certain parameters which we always have to define. Let me first of all write those. So in a map, certain parameters should always be defined. Fine. So if I just write about the map parameters, so in a map, the very first thing that we must always have is the title. Okay, so we start with title. It is followed by scale, then grid. It is followed by the orientation, which is also called as the north arrow. Then the legend or the index, means whatever you are trying to show in the map, if you want to highlight them, it will come under index. And finally, the source. So these are the very basic things that should always be in a map. Fine. So let me now try to show you how to bring all these parameters into this map layout. So at the very first, let us start with the title. So for title, we have all the tools available here. Fine. So I'm just clicking on this T, that is text, and I will make a box. Okay. If you want to remove this map, suppose I want to write a long title, so I want to bring this map a bit little downward. So what I will do, I will again select this map. Okay, I will select this and then I will use this tool to move the content. This tool is called as move content. Fine. Now I'm again selecting this title by taking this tool. I'm selecting this title and here I will write the title. So at the very first, I will write India because this is the name of my area. And if you want to change the font, or if I want to define or want to show India at center, so from here I will select the center, and from here we can change the font and even the font size as well. So I'm making a bit larger. I'm taking 20 as the font size, right? And then whatever change you want to make, you can make a change from in this particular options. Okay, so India is done. So at the very first, what I did, I assigned the name of my area. It will be followed by whatever work you have done, whatever output you have created. So suppose I am now making here states. So what I'm basically emphasizing, I'm keeping the topic as states because these are the states of India, and I will change. I will now make a bit I will make this font a bit larger because this is what I want to emphasize more, right? So this is how I just gave the title. Next thing we have to assign is the scale. So everything is given over here. So I will select this particular option and I will just drag and make a small box. So in that way it will give me the scale option. Now if I want to change this scale units or anything, if you want to change, suppose you want to show the scale in meters or kilometers, whatever you want to do, everything will be defined over here. Fine. So here I have the scale. If I even want to move the scale somewhere else, we can easily move it. Okay, so the scale is done. It will be followed by the grid. Grid means the extension of my area. Okay, so for extension, what we have to do, we have to in the look. Once I am selecting this, so my margin will be selected. In the right hand side, under the main properties, you will find the option of grid. Okay, so I'm adding. I have to add the grid property first of all. So this is the grid one I have added. And I'm going to modify it a bit. So what I need to modify, suppose I want solid. Solid means just the mark of the extension it will give. And if I want to change suppose I want the value to be in degree, minutes, seconds, or in the geographic unit. So I'm taking here this is actually a coordinate system which is explaining the geographic coordinate system, right? Now here I will give some intervals. So I'm suppose giving an interval of 1. Okay, so this way it will assign the latitude and longitudes. And suppose I don't want solid and I just want, suppose, frame and annotation. Fine. And just come down and draw the coordinates. So in that way, the coordinates I have done, this as defined. So now I can see that the coordinates are too messy, isn't it? So instead of 1, I will make it 10. So now it will assign the coordinates on at an interval of 10 degrees. Okay. So here I have the coordinates in decimal. I want to change it to degree, minute, and seconds, which we generally keep in our map to show the extension. And if I want to change this from this horizontal to vertical, so you can see in the left it is showing horizontal. Instead of this, I will just take vertical ascending, and even in the right also I will just take, here I will also take vertical ascending. So I have the grids defined in vertical ascending, and now these are properly defined. Beside that, I will also take a proper frame. So now if I will just click outside, it is unselected, so you can see there is no frame defined. So I will again select this tool and I will click over here to get this properties back, and from here I will go to the frame. So you will find just uh, expand the grid, and inside this you will find the frame. So this frame, whatever, if you want to change or anything, you can do from here. So now I have a frame and I have the extensions of this particular area. Now after that, what I need next is the orientation. Orientation is basically the north arrow. Okay, it basically tells, it shows the direction, that direction towards which our map is tilted. Okay, or each of the area is tilted. So after orientation, the next thing is the legend, like whatever I want to show. So whatever you will have in the main data frame, okay, this will be shown in the legend. Okay, let me just bring it. So to bring the legend, we have over here add legend, and I'm making a box like this. So this is included. Now, what if I want to add some title? So here, suppose I'm adding a title, state name. Okay, and if even I want to change it, and I just want to define here like states. Okay, so I will have to uncheck this, or if I want to make any change in this particular name, so we have to uncheck this auto update and we can rename it. Okay, so I can just rename it, and here I will write state. Okay, states. It is done. So you can see here my legend is so perfectly now defined. So after the legend, we need to also put the source. It is also very important, and which we generally ignore. Source means from where you have got the data. So this data, so I'm just writing the source as I got the data from Layout GIS. It's a website from where we can get the boundary of this of different countries. So I define the source also. So in that way, my map and now I'm just putting it in a proper position. So in that way, my layout is defined. Now once you are done, you can either export this in image format. So suppose I'm exporting this in image format. I'm keeping this in my desktop and I'm saving it, the resolution, whatever you want based on your requirement, you can change and you can save it. Okay, so here our map layout is created. So this is how, so in just few minutes, we can create such a wonderful layout. So my dear students, please keep on following us. And if you need more videos, if you need more tutorials, then please log on to our website www.swastikedustart.com, or you can just mail us or WhatsApp us in our number 730-320-7023 for more such tutorials and updates. Thank you. Keep working hard and keep practicing. Take care.